People all around the world are having meaningful conversations about systemic racism and discrimination. As such, I think this is a great opportunity to explore the topic of white privilege. Mainly because there's a lot of white people that simply don't accept that white privilege exists. So what I'd like to do is to share the first time I experienced white privilege firsthand. Before I get there, you need to know a little bit of my background. I grew up working class in an upper middle class environment. I was raised by my grandmother in a trailer park, and we used food stamps to feed ourselves very frequently. I thought I had it worse than just about anyone else, and I was pissed off because of it. However, shortly after high school, I attended a backyard keg party. Everyone there was drinking beer, and none of us were 21. The cops came into the backyard, and they separated the partygoers into two groups. I was pushed in to one corner of the backyard with other white kids. However, the Black, Latino, and Asian kids that I went to high school with were pushed into the opposite corner of the backyard. I left home that night with a warning, as did every other white kid that was at that party. However, all the people that I knew in the opposite corner, the Black, Asian, and Latino kids that I went to high school with, they left the party that night with minor in possession tickets. Why were they issued citations? It was simply because of the color of their skin. One student that got a citation that night was the valedictorian of my high school. Others were phenomenal athletes attending four-year schools. For all intents and purposes, they were smarter than me, they were better people than me, but they were issued citations simply because of the color of their skin. And I finally woke up that I had privileges simply because of the way I looked, regardless of my socioeconomic status, that simply because I look white and I identify as white, I had privileges that a lot of other people do not. It's time that people accept that white privilege is real, and we need to have meaningful conversations about how we can stop it. Thanks for tuning in.